People's here, cut off a snake's head, then we break bread. Same team, no games. You on the ground trying to fake dead.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with my esteemed colleagues, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers as they play against the Golden State Warriors. And for Golden State, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. Well, for Golden State, they certainly didn't struggle before Steve Kerr became head coach, but since his arrival, he has this team executing one of the most beautiful offenses in the league.
It reminds me a little bit of the triangle. What I mean by that, there's constant motions and cuts, and there's
It's Western Conference time for the traveling Golden State Warriors today. Welcome to Los Angeles, home court advantage for the Lakers. We are live at the Staples Center. We're happy to have you with us for 2K Sports midweek presentation of NBA basketball. With Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. And Golden State looking at who they've got. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut are down low. And it's Barnes in at the small forward position. Here's
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson joined by Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Thanks for tuning in. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll see the Golden State Warriors as they play against the Los Angeles Lakers. Looking at the Lakers, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. And with a little bit of time here before tip, as we know, a key to winning basketball. Kenny, talk about the whole.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith, and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers as they play against the Golden State Warriors. Well, for Golden State, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. And Stephen Curry, one of the guys we'll be seeing tonight, is one of the most exciting and dynamic players in the league. Kenny, you know what I like to say. He makes it look effortless. Maybe the best shooter of all time. You ready to go that far?
Of all time?
You ready to go that far?
I just can't give it to you after that few of seasons. I just say that
He won a championship.
Yes, he won a championship.
He's up there.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
It'll be the defending NBA champion Golden State Warriors taking on the Los Angeles Lakers. It's Wednesday night basketball live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and courtside Doris Burke.
Here we go.
And it's the Warriors to start out. Now Golden State's starting five. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Barnes and Green at the forward set. And it's Bogut in at the 5 spot.
And guys, looking at Roy Hibbert, just a mountain of a man, listed these days at about 7'2", 290 pounds, with a wingspan of a pterodactyl. I mean, a true game changer inside when he's motivated and on his game.
Well, talking about Roy Hibbert, he doesn't just have size. He has a strong lower body, too. Very hard. And you know this, Clark. You worked for the organization. You saw it firsthand. Very hard to back that guy down in the post.
Yeah, and for years he's worked on ways to complement that size with improved training and footwork, even indulging in MMA one off season. I tell you what, he'd be one scary super heavyweight if he went the full distance in MMA.
Agreed. And Hibbert hits them both.
Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like your typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match.
Curry attacking. He dishes it to Barnes. And Thompson kicks to Bogut. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. Roy Hibbert picks one up.
And guys, nice to see Bogut out there given all the injuries that he's had to overcome in his career. Just glad to see him at full strength.
And he knocks down the first one. You know, and Bogut, as I recall, Clark, was so distraught by those injuries that at one point he thought he might retire.
Yeah, he gave some serious thought to packing it in after the 2013 season, Kevin. Luckily for his team, though, he worked through it and is as strong as ever at the defensive end.
The number 1 overall pick in 2005, Andrew Bogut. Great expectations, Greg, for the big Aussie coming in.
Yeah, I mean, a phenomenal rebounder and rim protector. He's got that high basketball IQ from a defensive standpoint. You know, and on offense, he averaged over 20 points a game in college. He's an instinctive passer, just not much more you could ask for.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and, Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Russell, no luck.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Now here's Thompson. Curry. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Curry's got his first points of the game.
You know, going back to Bogut's fanfare entering the league, his third in Rookie of the Year balloting. Then he went on to have some solid, if unspectacular years, though his shot blocking and defense were always strong.
Here's Thompson, following the basket by Julius Randle. And again, Stephen Curry.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
And, guys, one thing people often forget to mention about Bogut, his passing. What sets him apart as a big man is his court vision, and whether it's from the high post, low post, he can create opportunities for his teammates.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Warriors shooting their third free throw shot of the game. And so he hits the technical free throw.
And Draymond Green, guys, has won at every level. I mean, led Saginaw High School to 2 consecutive state championships at Michigan State, 2 trips to the Final Four, and now making noise with the Warriors. It's clear this guy's a winner. And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponent when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
Now here's Barnes, following the miss by Julius Randle, and Green gets it to go. And here's a little-known fact, Clark. Only 3 players have recorded at least 2 triple-doubles in the NCAA tournament. They are Oscar Robertson, Magic Johnson, and Draymond Green.
That's some elite company for Draymond Green. He's a hard worker, a guy you love if he's on your team. He can be an irritant if he's not with you, but continues to improve and prove his doubters wrong.
The Warriors trail. Inside. Here's Bogut. Great tee that time from Hibbert. For Los Angeles, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Clarkson with the ball. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Now here's Green. Not a lot of room. Outside for Curry. Golden State moving the ball around. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Well, I tell you, he squeezed that orange as tight as he could before that throwdown.
Yeah, no way he was going to lose that thing on the way up. You're right, Clark.
And better safe than sorry on that one, guys.
Here's Clarkson. The Warriors making the shot. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Bad time for these defenders to be standing around watching. Not while the ball's in his hands.
Warriors have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Thompson outside. Pass to Green. Right side Curry. And stolen by Hibbert. Here's Clarkson. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. And the Warriors decide to take their first.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor, isolate up top. Spacing.
With all their injuries, they had to shuffle the lineup, it seems, every game.
Well, you know what happened with all that shuffling was they got to see a lot of different players and evaluate them for the future. I think it helped in regards to what they're going to do this offseason.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Barnes. And it's Livingston in for Klay Thompson. Goes up on the high post. Draymond Green pulls it in.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor. And for the Lakers, obviously the big get for them was landing the number 2 overall pick in the draft. Getting a quality big to add to a roster with Kobe is huge. It made them a player, again, I believe, in free agency.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Bazili comes in for Green, and it's Barbosa in for Steph Curry. There's a minute left to play in the first quarter. Here is Livingston. The dish to Azili. Baseline J on the way. That's tipped. The Lakers in the lead.
And, you know, when it comes to the Lakers, they're always going to be players in free agency if they have money. It's still a marquee franchise in the NBA, one of the top 2 or 3, no doubt. When you have high draft picks and money to spend, people want to play for you, and not to mention California is an attractive destination. And, you know, for Brandon Bass, such a big asset to Boston last year, and they're pushed to make the playoffs, especially after the Celtics had traded away several key veterans. His toughness, his strong mid-range game, that all helped.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Ryan against Iguodala. And here is Bryant. He has 5. Passes it to Huertas. From deep three-point range, no good, trying to beat the buzzer. And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Lakers lead by 1. And we'll get the second quarter. And Kobe Bryant dealing with the wear and tear of decades in the league. He talks about how he remains effective.
Well, you have to make adjustments. You know, you try to figure out what you can and can't do, and you have to try to learn that pretty quickly and figure out how effective you can be. And so it's just about making adjustments.
Well, at Kobe's age and with the 2 years worth of injuries, is coming back for him just a matter of great adjustments, or is that another way of saying he has to limit everyone's expectation, including his own?
You know what? When it comes to Kobe Bryant, history has shown that the normal rules just don't apply. I think it's the rest of the league that's going to have to adjust to a well-rested and still very lethal Black Mamba.
And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
I just think that from an intensity standpoint, their defense has really been the key. It's been the catalyst as they've been able to disrupt their opponent's offense.
Absolutely. I mean, they've been much more intense defensively. And their defense not only has been intense, but it's been swarming and saran wrap-like.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at Los Angeles, we've got Lewis Williams. Roy Hibbert is out there with Nance. Then there's Jordan Clarkson, and it's Russell in at the 1. Outside Williams, lots of room. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
And really, last season, it was supposed to be a battle between the Warriors and Clippers for that Pacific title. But the Warriors just ran away with it, won the division by 11 games.
Here's Ezeli, the drive by Thompson. This is the rush, and the officials call traveling violation. Julius Randle's checked in for Nance. And then for Golden State, Harrison Barnes comes in for Festus Ezeli, and Curry subbed in for Ian Clark. Lakers leading by 3. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. And Thompson kicks to Green. Back to Thompson. Down low. Tries it from 9. And Hibbert with the block. Curry against Williams. The pass to Clarkson. Hits it from three-point range. Clarkson's got 7 points. For the Warriors, it was the 3rd time they've ever won the division. Last time coming in 1976. So Clark, it's been a while.
It's been a long time, but they did it in style. 13-3 record against the rest of the division. That would be the best in-division winning percentage for any team in the NBA.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket. It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
And here's Russell after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry.
And guys, one thing that we were treated with last year was Steve Kerr's great quotability. In post-game interviews and pressers, he said all the right things and deflected praise like a coach who had done it for many years.
And the Warriors making a change here. Bogut's checked in. And he can't make the second free throw either. Missing both. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. Misses the layup.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
And Kerr is so good with the media because, Greg, he was a media member himself for so long. You know that as well as anybody. Clark, I don't think he ever tried his hand at broadcasting, though. I can't see him doing that. Could you?
Yeah,
No.
Right. He's probably just thrown on as a broadcaster and will rarely contribute anything of note. Some guys have what it takes to call games, and Steve just doesn't quite scratch me as that kind of guy.
No. Lakers leading by 4. So timeout called here. The first for Los Angeles.
They can't guard us on the move.
And Steph Curry, 6'3" and about 195. I mean, a slender frame. You look back to high school and college, and that was one of the question marks. Did he have the strength to succeed?
Williams gets the bucket.
They've really flipped things around offensively.
Yeah, and any time you can make more than half of your shots, you'll take that.
Outside Curry. From the arc, No good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And speaking of Curry's slight build, he's worked up and bulked himself. He's added some muscle. He even got up to 200 pounds, I think he said. But he didn't feel real good, Clark, at that weight.
Yeah, it's not about the weight, Kevin. It's about strength. You need it to fight through screens and attack the rim, and he's clearly put on the strength he needs to play at his highest level.
And that one's good, Barnes.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Kicks to Hibbert. Now the feed to Clarkson. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Clarkson's got 9 points.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
A nice bounce back here for Harrison Barnes, Clark, in year 3. Moved into the starting lineup last year and really responded.
Yeah, he did. I think he benefited from the new system. He was miscast as an isolation scorer, but when he can spot up for threes and catch the ball on the move, that's his game.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Spates checked in for Green, and it's Livingston in for Klay Thompson. And here is Los Angeles now after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior. I tell you what, Harrison Barnes, very athletic. He certainly passes the eye test. And with his size, he can punish smaller wings and create mismatches. And then also he can play some small ball power forward at times as well with the way they like to space the floor.
Curry with another miss. Lakers leading by 8. They break it out 5-on-3. Here's Randall. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
Well, it's just been one of those kind of games for him.
And you talk about Harrison Barnes overall. He had a nice uptick in his rebounding last year, and that was a goal of his. He wanted to get his activity level up. And oftentimes the difference between being good and great is just making those small incremental improvements in different facets of your game.
It's Curry with the drive. Livingston passes to Barnes. To the wing right side. Livingston dishes to Spates. It's Curry outside. Rebounded by the Lakers.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Outside Bryant from deep. And it's Spates with the rebound. Warriors trail by 10. Here's Curry. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. Los Angeles making a switch here. Nance is checked in. Different look here for the Warriors. Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Barnes. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Sean Livingston. And Ian Clark subbed in for Steph Curry. Pass to Huertas, front past the arc. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Spates has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And again, no good by Golden State.
And even though he missed that, you have to take those shots when you get the opportunity.
Exactly. They don't come much better or easier than that.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Now here's Kobe. He has 5. Passes it to Huertas. Launches it. No good. And so we wrap up the first half. Lakers on top, up by 10. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, thank you. Roy, I know you have...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny, the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be looking back at the game's first half. A competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. They were able to squeeze ahead by the end of the period with just a 1-point lead. In the second quarter, they imposed their will on the game and built a 10-point lead at the half. And if things continue to go the same way after the break, they're threatening to run away with this one. And taking a look at the Lakers, Shaq, what you think?
I don't think anyone expected to see such numbers from the bench. You know, what they needed, the jolt they needed, Ernie. Wow, I never knew their bench. As a matter of fact, I don't even know any of their players coming off the bench. Man, keep going, bench guys.
And over to Kenny. What did you think about Golden State?
Well, they shot under 40% in the first half. There's your deficit. They missed some open looks, wide open. But overall, I thought the offense was stagnant. Look for their coach to draw up some specific plays to try to jumpstart them in the second half.
And now, folks, it's just about time for the third quarter to begin. We will see you after the final buzzer.
The second half just about to get going here. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
Just in attack mode, he was able to get in the lane at will in that first half.
Yeah, it really was aggressive attacking basketball at its finest. I mean, really a lot of fun to watch.
Lakers leading by 10.
Boy, I tell you, the Warriors did something that no other team had ever done before. They ended the regular season ranked first in field goal percentage and field goal percentage defense. Essentially, they were the best offensive and defensive team in the league. Remarkable.
So for the Golden State Warriors right now, the defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson. They're in the backcourt. And it's Barnes in at the small forward position. That's good.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation. Terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal and then excellent transition offense.
And really, it all stemmed from the aggressive defense. That's exactly what the doctor ordered.
Hibbert kicks to Russell. Goes to the reverse layup and pops it in. Russell's got 6. Last season for the Warriors, really dominated from beginning to end to lead the league in, Craig, both offensive and defensive efficiency.
And Kevin, a lot of people knew the Warriors were good at offense. I mean, but they've been equally as good defensively over the past few seasons. Kind of flying under the radar for whatever reason. Not the case going forward.
And Steph Curry with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Lou Williams is checked in for the Lakers. Here's Bryant, and it's good off the back rim and in. Kobe's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Warriors trail by 8. Green passes to Bogut, and Hibbert with the block, but he stays with it. Goes back up, and they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
A nice start to the second half. Just 1 miss in their first 5 attempts.
The Warriors have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
And the shot is good. Hibbert's got 6.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
You have to love the ball movement.
Last season, Kobe with some thoughts on the development of U.S. players last season. Felt that the AAU system, Clark, was problematic.
And I would not disagree specifically in this regard. Too much focus on playing games and winning versus skill development.
And with Kobe, who's just so skilled, that critique holds water. Kobe felt that Europeans came into the league with more of a skill set because they learned how to play the game a little bit more collectively than the American players. You know, for Kobe's statement, it's hard to measure something like skill with metrics. I mean, you look at shooting and free throw percentages, and there isn't too much of a difference between U.S. and European play.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down now to just 6 in the basket from Curry. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Here's Kobe. And it's out of bounds, and they say last touch by Bryant. Some changes for Golden State. Spates checked in for Bogut, and it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. To the middle. It's tipped. Here's Spates. Plays it up and banks it in. Now just a 4-point Laker lead.
They're shooting it quite well now. Again, function of shot selection, ball movement. Guys are in rhythm, confident, free-flowing, and knocking down their shots.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Up top, Russell. He has 6. And the call will be against Julius Randle. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play. Well, somehow the Lakers managed to avoid ending up in last place in the West last season. Still, it's a far, far cry from the Lakers teams of the past. Only 21 wins for them on the season.
And so it's the Lakers with it, following the score by Golden State. And then Hibbert with the dunk.
Yeah, he's just going all out to get the second chance points. Just a terrific finish.
There was no one that was going to prevent MGA from converting that one.
Well, clearly this is the kind of game that could come down to 1 or 2 plays, and he wants to be the guy to make those plays.
Lakers have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Kobe attacking. Outside, Russell. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. For Los Angeles, they have converted 4 of 7 free throws on the night. And so he hits the technical free throw.
And guys, the Lakers last season were just a completely different team after Kobe's injury. Not so much in results, but just in how they played on the floor. They actually fared better without Kobe than most thought they would.
Andre Iguodala is checked in for Golden State.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Spates. And for the Lakers, without Kobe last season, it was really a stark difference in styles of play and quality. No single person. Clark stepped in to carry their offense. It took a group effort.
Well, you know, it was almost April, Kevin, before somebody surpassed Kobe in field goal attempts on the team. It'll be interesting to see how they build the offense this year.
The Warriors making a switch here. Azili's checked in. Warriors trail by 5. Takes the 3. They get it back. Green dishes to Thompson. And stolen by Williams. Nance in the post. He's against Green. The shot's good from Nance. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
Yeah, I think you also have to give them a lot of credit for how well they've risen up to meet shooters, to challenge shots in this game. A lot of blocked shots tonight.
And Green slams it in.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see. Right there why he does.
Pass to Nance. And he banks in the layup. Nance has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
And Thompson kicks to Iguodala. Oh, that's blocked. Williams against Thompson. From 13, Green with the rebound. Green's got his 6th rebound on the night. Iguodala, no good.
I like that creativity, double clutching and catch the defender on the way down. I can go for that.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Nance a screen. Back to Williams. Shot off the screen. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound.
I tell you what, folks. I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
No one near Iguodala as he lets it go. Drains it from beyond the arc. All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. Hands out there with Julius Randle. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. Then it's Roy Hibbert. And it's Russell in at the point. That's the Laker 5.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's fallen here since.
Warriors trail by 6. Curry with it. He's picked up by Russell. Curry's shot is off. Lakers shooting at 51%. Really solid. Nance passes to Clarkson. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. And the Lakers lead by 8.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Well, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range. So I'd have to agree with your partner. Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
It's stolen by Green. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul. Stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
No good on the free throw.
You know, the Warriors took some flack when they passed on the chance to trade for Kevin Love. But I really think that the rise of Draymond Green as their stretch 4-man made the decision even better and also kept their cap situation far more flexible.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And who has been a greater enigma than Roy Hibbert, a guy who can look like an all-star Clark one game and an undrafted free agent the next?
Yeah, it's pretty amazing the kind of swings Roy has had. He's been really good at times. Sometimes he gets in his own way with overthinking things, but I think he's got everything he needs to be an upper-tier center, upper echelon center. Just has lacked consistency the last year or 2.
Leandro Barbosa. He's checked in for Ian Clark.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
Now here's Barnes. Larry Nance unable to get his shot to go. Here's Curry with the 3. And the Warriors miss again.
And on the topic of Hibbert, he was an enigma in college. Had a very encouraging junior season. Looked like a future lottery pick. And then that uninspiring senior season, which kind of dropped his draft stock considerably. I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Now here's Barnes. The 3. And the shot is good.
You know, going back to Hibbert, last season was a perfect example of what we're talking about in terms of consistency. One game he puts up 22 and 8, the next game 2 and 1. But you know, every team in the league would like to be in the Roy Hibbert game once the light finally goes on and stays on. Consistency the challenge for Hibbert.
Timeout called the Lakers.
And how about Harrison Barnes, the Black Falcon? I mean, he was a high school phenom in Ames, Iowa, and a lottery pick back in 2012. After 2 seasons at Carolina. Remember also in high school he was a teammate of Dougie McBuckets.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Gentlemen, Byron Scott had some advice for his team in that last timeout. He was absolutely adamant, saying, don't let them off the hook. Let's keep our foot on the pedal and keep doing the things that have gotten us here this far. We're almost home.
Now here's Hibbert. Just 5 to shoot. Second chance shot. No good. Nice D from Bogut.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
It's Curry outside. Again, Curry missing. Harrison Barnes, of course, went to North Carolina, grew up as a huge fan of former Tar Heel Michael Jordan.
Yeah, you know, interesting, his mother started taping Jordan's games on the VCR years before he was born. His given name, Harrison Bryson Jordan Barnes. How about that for a factoid?
I didn't know that.
Nor did I.
You gotta like what Jordan Clarkson has done in this game.
He's definitely rolling offensively. You might not be able to stop him, but you've got to find a way to contain him.
Kobe's checked in for Larry Nance. And Golden State also making a change. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Leandro Barbosa. And Curry, here we go. And he gets it to go. Curry's got 13 points in the second half.
Unbelievable basket. I mean, giving up a lot of height there, but he was not to be denied.
Not when the game's hanging in the balance. That makes it a little different. He was going to get to the rim no matter who was standing in the way on that one.
Now, here's Bogut following the shot by Roy Hibbert. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
You know, that turnover right there isn't typical of the performance he's turned in today. In fact, that's his only turnover of the game. He's done a really good job taking care of the ball.
Andre Iguodala, he's checked in for Golden State. And then Hibbert with the dunk.
Wow, it's been a vanishing act for him down the stretch. He's made only one shot in 4 tries here.
Thompson outside for the 3. The rebound by the Lakers. Hibbert's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Bryant. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got his 4th assist in this one.
Good job threading that pass into the lane. I like his vision, guys. He sees everything.
Feeds to Bogut. Stolen by Clarkson. And Kobe Bryant again. Kobe's got the lead up to 10 now for the Lakers.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Green inside the 3-point line, and the Warriors miss again.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the boards.
And you know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
Now, here is Russell. He feeds it to Kobe, to the inside, and then Hibbert with the dunk.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one-hand tomahawk slam?
Here's Curry after the basket by the Lakers, and stolen by Russell.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Lakers.
Right, Steve, and they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
No opportunity really to coast, although the score may appear that they did. I love the way they came together whenever things started to look bleak.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Hibbert. He was really important under the basket, making the plays down low and getting position to pull in rebound.
And here's Russell after the 3-pointer from Klay Thompson. Here's Clarkson. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Shooting for Los Angeles, Jordan Clarkson. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And both free throws good for Clarkson. Now a timeout called by Golden State. They're behind by 13. 27 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Barbosa's shot is off.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Here's Wirtz. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
Well, you know, it makes a big difference. I mean, you never felt like they had any doubt that they'd come out on top.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Kevin, thank you. Kobe, obviously a great win. You guys played formidable team defense out there.
We did a good job controlling the pace. You know, they made some tough shots on the three-point line. But all in all, you know, we can live with that. We can live with
the 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Roy Hibbert. He notched his season high, and his scoring really seemed to set the tempo for his team tonight.
When Hibbert has a game like this, it's impossible not to stand up and take notice. He is a fearsome interior presence at both ends of the floor, and obviously that length is hard to get around. I like what I saw, Roy. I like what I saw.
He put everything he had into his rebound, and it made a huge difference. This was a taste of what he's capable when he gets his mind that he's going to down.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.
Yeah.